The Dance of the Ancestors. Ritual and Ceremony asterisk. ATTS optimized story. For male AI voice to 12. 50 words.
Ow.
25 sequences max asterisk. In the valley where the stars once fell, before names had power, and long before time had memory, there was a dance older than language, older than war, older than love. It was called the Dance of the Ancestors, not because the dead asked for it, but because the living needed to remember. They came from all directions, barefoot, bone-painted, and silent. Across hills and rivers, through smoke and hunger, they walked. Each step a beat, each heartbeat a drum. Each drum beat a message. The fire in the center was not just fire, it was memory, a portal, a mouth through which the dead could speak. The boy was only 12. He had never danced before. But his father was gone, and the old ones had chosen him. He wore the mask of crowbone and the robe of bark and ash. He didn't know the steps, didn't know the chants. But the moment he stepped onto the circle, the wind changed. It circled him, lifted the ash from his robe, made the fire lean inward, and the drummers knew. The ancestors were watching. Around him, the dancers spun in spirals, old women with scars like maps, hunters who'd lost eyes, limbs, brothers, mothers who'd buried 3 sons and still danced. They danced not for joy, but for memory. Each movement told a story, of famine, of forgiveness, of blood spilled and buried, of songs lost to ice. The boy's feet moved. He didn't know how. They followed a rhythm that was not taught, only remembered. Turned, and in the smoke he saw them, faces in the flame, his father among them. It's not smiling, not crying, just watching. The fire cracked. The ground answered. The sky lowered itself. Then came the trance, the part no one speaks of, where the soul leaves the body and walks backwards in time, where the stars realign, where the voice of the first mother is heard. He saw things no child should see, a girl buried alive, a brother feeding on a brother, truth etched into stone, then buried beneath it. He wept as he danced, and the elders wept with him, because that is the price of remembering. The dance lasted until the fire collapsed, until only red bones of flame remained. When the sun rose, the boy did not speak. His mouth was filled with earth. The old ones cleaned him, removed the mask, painted his chest with blood and charcoal. When he opened his eyes, he was no longer a boy. He had become a keeper of stories, of spirits, of song. One day he would teach the next, but not with words, with movement. The silence that echoed, because the dance is not learned, it is returned to. Some say the dance continues, even now, forests untouched by light, in caves with no names, and that when the drums return, the earth will answer, and the ancestors will rise, not to judge but to remind, that nothing ever truly dies, and only waits for the dance. If this story stirred something ancient within you, like the video, subscribe and help us carry their memory forward. The dance continues with you.